What's going on, guys? It's Mac here from Cryptstar Staking, and today I have another very exciting episode for you guys. I want to go ahead and talk about DAG as well as the Kaspa blockchain. Now, there's been a lot of hype around Kaspa. I mean, the price has literally gone from a third of a penny or less all the way up to 3 cents now. That's a 40x in only a matter of months. About, I think, 6 months. Since October, it's gone up 40x. Now imagine you are mining Kaspa, getting 400 or 500 Kaspa a day back in October. You're sitting on a lot of crypto right now, and I bet you're pretty happy. But I want to go ahead and cover the points about the Kaspa technology, as well as what's going on with DAG and why DAG is probably going to overtake blockchain as well as Bitcoin in the future. Now, as the hype around blockchain and everything fades, only the very key projects, the projects that provide great benefit to the public and actually, create a change in the world, are the ones that are going to survive. The rest are just going to die out. And that's one reason I believe that DAG is definitely the future of blockchain. So without more to do, let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. And to get started, we need to jump into our little time machine and talk about Iota. So Iota was one of the first DAGs to launch, and a lot of people got confused because they thought it was a blockchain. And it kind of failed. It was proof of work, and it kind of failed because it just wasn't very stable. The network shut down, and there's just a lot of issues with it. And they're actually coming out with Iota version 2.0 right now, but I think the issue is that there's just so much bad history behind Iota that it's very hard to go ahead and progress and move the chain forward right now. And the market cap is pretty low. So that's one reason I'm focusing right now on Kaspa. Iota does have, I think, a potential in this DAG marketplace, but I don't think it's going to overtake Kas or LF0. Now let's go and take a look at Kaspa right now. The Kaspa price, like I mentioned, it went all the way from 1/3 of a penny, or one fifth of a penny, all the way to 3 cents now. So yeah, pretty crazy, incredible gains, and that's probably one reason it's going to do very well in the next bull run. And I want to go ahead and talk to you guys about why Kaspa is so popular, and the main reason being because it was created by a very famous person right here, Jonathan Somplinsky. And I'm sorry if I destroyed your name, but he was a postdoc CS at Harvard University on the MEV research team, and his actual paper on the Ghost protocol is also cited in the Ethereum white paper. He's been involved in several of the leading blockchain projects, so it's not really a secret as to why Kaspa is taking off the way it is. Now, another reason Kaspa is taking off so fast is because it has a unique in its ability to support high block rates while maintaining a level of security offered by proof of work. So basically, it's like Bitcoin, but much, much, much faster. And eventually, they are also hoping to go ahead and incorporate smart contracts into the protocol itself. Now, the difference basically between Kaspa and LF0 is that LF0 is run by a core team, a foundation. Kaspa is completely open source, run mostly by freelancers and people who are just passionate about the network. And I think it's basically a bunch of people who probably already have money, developers that already have money, and this is their baby. This is their side project, and they're really passionate about it, and they're not doing it for the money. They're doing it for the technology, which is really cool. Now, that doesn't mean LF0 people aren't doing it for, the passion for LF0. And I think both projects have both their pros and cons. And you need to weigh those for yourself. Which one do you think is going to hold out in the future? I think both could do very well, especially because they are both the leading DAG protocols right now, except for, I think, Iota. I don't know of any other DAG protocols that are doing nearly as good as these two projects. Now, another very good part about Kaspa is that it is built on Rust, just like LF0. So a lot of developers can jump in and start developing on it and create wallets and everything because it's developed in Rust, not some obscure language like Tezos has Michelson. Not very many developers know Michelson, so it's hard to find people to go ahead and jump in and learn. And basically, if you learn like a proprietary language like that, it basically means you might be open source, but the developers, they can't get another job. If they only knew Michelson, then they can't learn any other programming language, or they can't get a job. They can't earn money anywhere else. They can't earn a living anywhere else with Michelson because it's only on Tezos. So I think Rust is definitely a good way to go in this direction. here. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the other developments behind Kaspa. So you can see the DAG Night consensus research publication. This is the new updated Ghost DAG protocol. Basically, it allows more information to fit in the blocks, and it should hopefully decrease the block time as well. So I think right now it's still faster than Ethereum. It even says down here. So further increase blocks per second and transactions per second. So Bitcoin and every other coin we are aware of, these blocks occur at regular intervals that are only allowed to happen at a time, forming a chain of blocks in a straight line. Like I mentioned, that's a blockchain, right? When you send some coins, it's likely your transaction is waiting like a bus stop, trying to wait for the transaction to go through. You always have that time on Ethereum where your transaction's processing, and the gas fee goes up and down, and then you end up paying $80 for gas or $10 on Bitcoin. And the busier the network gets, the more expensive the transactions get. But for Kaspa, the bus speed comes about every second. But they also allow up to 18 blocks to occur at the same time. So it's a much bigger bus stop, a much bigger bus. And once the Kaspa code is completed in Rust high-performance language, we may increase the block time to about 32 blocks per second. That's a lot faster. So imagine Bitcoin, I guess that would be 30, 40, 50, 60 times faster. So it's multiples faster than Bitcoin, running with the same sort of security that Bitcoin has with proof of work running in the back end. I think they also have a lot of the sort of core things you need when you're trying to create a Bitcoin alternative, which is integration with Ledger. And you also need an archival node so you can actually look up past transaction data, as well as a smart contracts implementation. This is coming. I don't think this is anytime in the near future that this is going to happen. We all know that Aleph Zero just launched their smart contracts, and they're running a DAG protocol as well. So I think they do have that on Kaspa. And there's no way that they're going to come out with that anytime soon when they're working on all this other stuff. But like I said, it is open source, and they do have a really, really strong founder. And yeah, I think it's a very, very interesting project to jump into. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, so as of right now, there is no mobile wallet for Kaspa. They only have a desktop wallet. And I've been mining Kaspa for about 6 months now, and I earned a decent amount. I think I've earned about like 8,000 Kaspa, which is maybe $250. Not that much, but I think it's really nice because you can just mine it on your gaming rig in the background while you're playing video games, and the actual miner itself, it monitors to make sure that your game doesn't freeze or shut off. It gets enough processing power, but you can keep mining in the background. So you can just keep running it all day, all night, and just game on it, and it doesn't really change your power output too much, and it doesn't change your gaming experience or any other thing you're doing on your computer as much, because it adjusts the amount of hash power based on the other programs running on your computer. So yeah, that's pretty much all the information behind Kaspa right now. They do not have smart contracts. It is a DAG protocol, and I think it is definitely the next step for blockchain is the DAG protocol. Once they can work out all the kinks that Iota had, then it's definitely going to be the next big thing, I'm sure. Anyways, thank you guys for viewing. As usual, go ahead and smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.